Hi, it's Jamie with Jamie's Arts a la Cartes. Thank you very much for joining me. I have a fun project planned for us today. I hope this video inspires you to create something of your own. If you would, hit the like button and share the video with your friends. That helps me to grow this channel and to continue to bring you new projects. If you haven't subscribed yet, would you please consider subscribing? And if you have, thank you very much. Well, we have a lot to do, so let's get to it. Hi, it's Jamie with Jamie's Arts a la Cartes. Thank you so much for joining me. I have a fun little Valentine's project that we're going to work on today. I'm going to begin because I want to put some diamond drills on these two little hearts. I bought it. These came with some little wooden things that I had bought that I have on the shelf in there in my grandkids' room. Some cute little displays. But I'm going to wipe down the surface, and then I'm going to put some pink paint over them. Drying time. This will be fun. Just got to get this maintenance kind of thing right here. Right, I need a good base to work on, and this is flat paint, so it will adhere well. All right, drying time. All right, so I'm going with these two. So now we will just start cutting out. All right, so I've got our motifs cut out. I'm going to use this fabric glue. It says it's washable. I don't anticipate these to be washed, but it connects. It is adhesive for fabric. So I'm going to literally paint this on and then just wash my brush really good. So let's get another piece. Actually, we can actually use this. Right, there is number 2. All right, now I want to look and see how we're doing here. You still need to dry. Still going to let them dry overnight because they don't feel quite all the way. So we'll just let those set to the side. We'll let this dry. And voila, we are on our way to making some super cute Valentine presents. How about that? This seems to be working well. Got to decide if I want to decorate it with some puff paint, fabric paint. This is actually just shiny. Or if I want to put glitter on there and then cover it with like some varnish or some glaze or something like that. All right, we'll let them dry. We'll be patient and let them dry. All right, I've decided to go with glitter. So I am going to do one color, let it dry, then do another color. So let's open this up so I can catch my spare glitter. All right, that'll be just about do it. I'll probably come over here and put some extra on here. Again, I need to be able to let it dry and then bang off the excess. Once it dries, I'll be able to remove the extra. Let's see if there's any other spots that I think needs to be done. But all right, we're gonna leave it here, let it dry. I gotta go clean my paintbrushes and just get cleaned up just a little bit so that when it is dry, I got my tools ready. All right, drying time. Right, I'm just taking my chippy brush and I'm removing any glitter that might be loose. And that right there is going to need something a little stronger. It stuck to when this was still wet. I don't mind the glitter in all the other areas, but that right there impedes with the design. So I'm going to try to see if I can get this to loosen up just a little bit. I'm going to save this glitter here, but any that I do at the very end, I'm just going to dump it in the trash can. So, right, these are good and dried. Oh, I see a spot that I missed. Great gobs of googly. Well, let's back up and punt. All right, there are our two hearts. How cute are those? So now what I want to do is I want to go ahead and put my diamond glaze on there and then spread it out with a brush. Let's see, maybe I gotta... If you don't have this, I have used varnish in the past. So I think either one would do just fine. Okay, we'll let that one dry. So the good news, all of these are different colors that I used for this little project. How about that? I still have that many, well actually, this many left over from what I chose, but yeah, we were able to recycle some of those drills. Once this is dry, I will poke the string through there. These are completely dry, so we can actually remove the parchment paper in here. And they are ready to give away. So there we go. How about that? Aren't those super cute? Just a nice little Valentine's. And we used leftover drills. We literally had everything on hand. How cool is that? Little bags just came from the Dollar Tree. I had the little motifs on hand. I had these on hand, leftover drills, and some twine out of my stash. All right, well, as soon as these dry, I'll put the strings on, and then I'll give you a final picture of our wonderful creation. Okay, drying time. All right, we are all dry. Look at that. How pretty is that? So, we are ready to add our twine. And I don't know if I'm going to get two through there. Let's see if we can get one through there. I had it and then I dropped it. All right. So I'll get it even. And tie a little knot down here. That always helps to hang straight. And make it tight. Put one here on the very end. Not too close to the end or it falls off. There we go. And there's the little built-in hanger. We'll trim it up. Well, what a cute way to use up some odds and ends that I just had laying around, and just turns into a I'm thinking of you kind of gift. Let's go ahead and get this one right there at the top of the heart. Okay. Alright, I think that will hold just fine. Trim it up, and there we go. How about that? Well, there we are. How cute is that for some little bits and baubles turned into some nice little thinking of you kind of gifts. Well, I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, please like it, share it with your friends. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, would you please consider subscribing? And well, until next time, happy crafting. I'll bring you in and I'll get you some close-ups. Until next time, y'all.